This is an update about all the little news that fluttered in during the last few days of April 2020 for Age of Sigmar. Hello, this is 60 Goblins and One Brush with the latest update on the news and rumors of Age of Sigmar. During the last days there have been many little news and I have gathered them to make one video about them. There was no point to make one little video for each of them, but now I have gathered more than enough. And let's see. First things first, Games Workshop will open again. Some shops are open already in some countries, and Games Workshop is allowed to access their storage facilities again. That is very good news. So let's see how May will be. And I wonder what that means for the Lumineth. Games Workshop is very famous for producing most of their products in the UK. Only, as far as I know, the terrain features and the books and cards are produced in China. But most of the models are produced in England. So that means if they have access to their storage facilities again, there should be a lot of Lumineth stuff stored there. So they could become available pretty soon. At least I hope so. I do not know about the production facilities and how much or how many Lumineth would have been or should have been produced during March and April, and how much has not happened. But hopefully some of the stuff is waiting for us in storage. Anyway, from the 1st of May, this Friday, you can order online again and you can buy from the shops again, but you cannot play and build and paint there. But for now, that's already a big improvement. Secondly, there are two rumour engine pictures. One is a crab hand, and it does not look like a Keeper of Secret Demonet kind of Slaanesh crab hand. It looks like a lobster pincer. So it could be maybe a new, I don't know, Deepkin model. Maybe a large crab with a Howdah crew. Like we have the Leviathan and the Bastillodon, and maybe there's the Beetle of Lariel, maybe there's a huge crab monster now with an insane safe. And one picture that looks very much like a Seraphon. So maybe we do get, after all, a new Seraphon hero model or a Seraphon warband, which would be more or less the same, because you can of course use the Warcry or Beastgrave models for Age of Sigmar. Then we have been wondering how the Lumineth saga is going on or will go on. And there are rumors about one more hero and one more elite unit. And hopefully, that's my personal hope, that's not part of the rumor, a elite cavalry unit. Then there's the rumor that the mountain spirit will be exceedingly powerful. It can easily defeat a greater demon of Khorne, a bloodthirster. Then there was a funny Facebook exchange. You could ask questions about Age of Sigmar to the god Tzeentch directly, and the answers were hilarious. Check them out. I put the link below. The one I like best is the following. Someone asks, when do the mortal realms get enough lore and content in them to actually feel somewhat meaningful, instead of the constant void of emotion and lack of purpose for the factions? Answer of Tzeentch: it is all a lost cause anyway. These realms will drown in entropy and pure magic. The only puny mortal emotion that has a place in my eternal reign is agony. That's really good. Well done, Tzeentch. Then there has been the announcement that the new Soulbound Age of Sigmar role-playing game will be out soon, probably the 4th of May. You might wonder, what the heck am I supposed to do with a role-playing game? I want to play tabletop strategy. But I can understand that, because that's how I feel about Warcry and Beastgrave and stuff. I don't want to play games with boards and cards and so on. So everyone has his or her taste. I like role-playing games. That's why I'm excited, but I'm also excited because Cubicle 7, the company that makes the new role-playing game, that also made the fantasy role-playing game of the world that was, is very good in fluff. They also made The One Ring and Adventures in Middle-earth about the Lord of the Rings, Tolkien's universe. And there as well, the fluff is amazing. If you know the books, you have nothing to complain about. And there's even some things that you learn or comprehend that you did not know before, even if you're a total nerd about it and know everything. So there will be a lot of information about cities. Yeah? It says here you begin your adventures in the mortal realms in the newly reclaimed city of Brightspear and Akshi. So all of these adventures are starting in Akshi now, and you can learn a lot about some Akshi cities like Hammerhall and Tempest's Eye and Anvilgard, yeah, Hallowheart. But the main city is Brightspear. In every role-playing game, there's one city where usually most of the adventures start from. This is Brightspear. And you have to stop the forces of chaos wiping out the city entirely. It is called Soulbound because your group of heroes, check out my videos below what kind of heroes you can play. They're called archetypes. And also the description of these archetypes is hilarious. Yeah, it's very good. You are soulbound, which means heroes chosen by the gods themselves to stand against the horrors that plague the mortal realms, and you're tasked with preventing a new age of chaos or death. Forge your group with some of the most powerful heroes in the realms and face down roving bands of cannibals, legions of the undead, and hordes of demons in a desperate struggle for survival. That sounds great. So you're an accomplished hero already, not a beginner, and you're soulbound with your group mates. That's why it's called Soulbound. The funniest thing of all I found was that you can play a Daughters of Cain hag priestess. And fittingly enough, part of her description is hag priestesses are plucked from the witch elves by Morathi, the hag sorceress of Grond. She picks the most zealous and bloodthirsty of the witch elves usually, and then whittles down their selections with a series of bloody and dangerous trials. Those hag priestesses that make the final cut can call down the anger of Cain, are masters of poison and wield blades coated in their dangerous creations. And they also mention that to have a hag priestess in your group is like possessing a very, very good and sharp knife. But unfortunately, the handle is a blade as well. That will be very funny. So as I said, if you're not interested in the role-playing game, you might want to get the book anyway, because you will learn a lot about Akshi and about the cities of Sigmar, a lot of fluff that are not in any battle tomes or the core book and so on. Yeah, there's even an extension set of 64 pages about these cities. And in the Cities of Sigmar book, you have a double page for every city. So there's a huge information available there, especially if you like to play narrative campaigns. One more thing about the Daughters of Cain, by the way. There are quite a few indications that there might be a new Daughters of Cain battle tome this year. So that could be very interesting. The same company, Cubicle 7, has also been charged with overhauling the Wrath and Glory 40k role-playing game, which was previously in the hands of another company, but now it's with Cubicle 7, like all the Warhammer role-playing games or Games Workshop, and it will probably be improved quite a lot and will appear also quite soon. Okay, let's see. As soon as Giants will be available, we don't know when the Mega Giants will come and the new Gargants battle tome, but as soon as the Aelgastler Gargants are available again, there will be another challenge on this channel. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, hit the bell button and see you very soon. By the way, I will not make a video every day from now on. I have some other commitments right now, so there will be 2 or 3 videos a week. But I think I will still be able to keep things covered and there will be more painting and basing videos for sure.